locks. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To these spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And that you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good enough.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Al down to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He's trying to find Jahan Dotson. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. And that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
That's Big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
And Howe will throw it.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 14 yards, but they're still well shy. The first is that leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Howe from the gun.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
It's early, but announce a cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
Devontae Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Blake Grupe now for the extra point.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Clark, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And the defense, they get to Howell. Will go down here. 3rd down and 13.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On the return, picked up some good blocks as well. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You talk about this Washington defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
2nd down, here's Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 6-0 our score after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is Smith with the ground. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They will run it with Swift here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
At their own 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Back to throw, Howell.
The open man is Clark, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Howell going to go for it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it is 28-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Clark. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Howell out of his own end zone.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
In motion left, Hardman. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
This is 2nd and 8. Now they go play action with Howell.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long. Here's Howell.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Jordan Davis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At your own 39-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. But first down, Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. The man in motion is Brown. Back to throw again. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7.
set up to throw.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 75.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And that's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 2nd down, it's Clark. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 9. Howell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that fall incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the 1st half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Their own 45-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time. They'll come out in the pistol.
Swift, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On 2nd down now, it's Clark. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game. A really nice run. Did they decide to come back with it? Or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Back to throw, Howell.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Throwing is Hurts.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Now back to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Robinson on a give right side. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., 34 yards. And the Commanders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Cardinal. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Reload.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Eagles 37, Commanders 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Silver.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
73. Go Silver, ready?
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of these guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41.
Now he'll look to throw it. Complete. It's Dodson.
That one a first down pickup of 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Powell going to audible to something else.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the rim. He got 29 yards that time.
And they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Able to add the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Kick it away after the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get with this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete.